Shakti manifests as Parvati, so the daughter of Himavan and Mena, at that time she's growing up in the palace of Aushadhi Prastham in the Himalayas. At that point, when this little girl is also 5 years of age, just like a little Dhruva, here, this is Bala Tripura Sundari herself. But Bala Tripura Sundari, when she's growing up, Narada has this desire because he wants to come and have darshanam of Jagannatha. But Narada has this great habit. Whenever he comes, he never does anything directly. He'll ensure that he does it in such a unique way that either somebody will have hair fall, somebody will have sleepless nights, and through this, he will leave a phenomenal lesson. So when he arrives in the palace of Aushadhi Prastham, Himavan is thrilled because Narada is a Mahamuni. So he wants the blessings of this Mahamuni on his daughter. Keep aside that she is Jagannatha for a parent, child is always a child. So he calls his little girl and he says, come and do a namaskaram to her, to Narada Muni. So this little girl comes, she looks at Narada and she smiles. She does a namaskaram. Internally, Narada returns the namaskaram. Only externally, he says, may you be well. Internally, he is doing a namaskaram. Now, Himavan, like any parent, has this other habit. The entire universe of a parent revolves not around the son, but around the child. And in this case, his child is Jagannatha. So it's even more fortunate for him. But he wants this one deep thing for his child. He wants to know that his child's future will be secure. I'm not referring to an insurance policy that he has to get. He wants to know that she will be happy. So, when a Mahamuni has come, who is Sarvashastra Pravartakaha, who knows all the Shastras, the first thing he asks is, will my child's future be well? So Narada says, how will I know? You show me her hand? No, I'll see then. So, Parvati, little Bala is asked to stretch out her hand. And when she stretches out her hand, Narada looks at that hand and he says, this is the hand that is keeping all of the three worlds in motion. And now I have the bhagyam of looking at the fortune of this hand. But let me make the most of that bhagyam. That humble sentiment and that beautifully playful sentiment both come out. So he looks at this hand and he says, Sulakshanani Sarvani. There are only Sulakshanams, there are good signs, auspicious signs on this hand. Ekalakshan. Human psychology. You say 99 things are great and one is different. No one wants to know about the 99 things. Himan says, what is different? Vilakshana, he says, he uses the words Vilakshana. Vilakshana is, it is special, not it is bad. He says there's one line on her hand which is quite distinct. So Himan says, what does this line say? He says, you won't like it, leave it. No, you have to tell me. Okay, because you're insisting, I'm telling you. Actually, this one hand is saying about her marriage. Himan's entire antennas went up. She's only 5. But he still wants to know. So he says, what about her marriage? And then Narada says, according to this, she will marry somebody who does not have a home. Himavan is taken aback. He has no home, no permanent home, because he is himself moving in every Atma across the entire universe. And need I talk about the elephant that is going to come? So at this point, Narada comes, and after he sees Himavan's despair, he says, Himavan, match the following. All of these belong to one person and one person alone. Your daughter is going to be wedded to Paramashiva. Saying this, he leaves, and Himavan is internally satisfied. Now fast forward later into the story, much later, when Kama has been burnt to ashes by Shiva. At this point, Parvati is in despair. Because Parvati comes to her father and she says, up till now, at least I could go and I could serve him. I could go and clean the precincts where he was. I could have Darshana Bhagyam. I could at least see him. Now where is the question of seeing him? He's gone. He's disappeared from here. At this point again, Narada Muni comes, and here his approach is very, very different. He says, Amma, Parvatama, you want to attain Shiva? Now I will give you that Rahasyam, which is the most powerful and most well-guarded secret of the Veda. Chant that Rahasyam. I'm giving you a Ratnam. I'm giving you a mantra, Rahasyam. Take this mantra, Rahasyam, and chant it, and you will find Shiva. And Narada describes to her how beautiful this Rahasyam is. He says, whenever we have a gem, we keep it very carefully with us. That is stored inside a small little locker, which is inside a Godrej, which is inside a room to which we have the key. If you take the Veda Rashi, the mantra Rashi of all the Vedas, if the Vedas themselves are various rooms, within that, the heart of the Veda is the Yajurveda. Inside the Yajurveda, another safe space, which is guarded well, is the Rudra, the Sri Rudra. Inside the Sri Rudram, the heart of the Sri Rudram is the Ashtama Anuvakam, the eighth part of the Rudram. In that eighth part of the Rudram, you're unpeeling layer by layer. In that eighth part of the Rudram, Namah Shambhavecha Mayobhavecha Namah Shankarayacha Mayaskarayacha Namah Shivayacha Shivatarayacha. Namah Shivaya is that Panchakshari mantram which Vedamata herself has kept so well guarded. I am giving you this mantram, take this and you will attain Shiva. This is Narada's Upadesham to Parvati. Parvati does this mantram and then she becomes a mantra siddha in this mantram and then Paramashiva comes and marries her. All this Upadesham given by Narada Muni. This idea of the Panchakshari, he goes into great detail and explains to her. And he says, this Panchakshari, Namah Shivaya, from these five came the Panchamahabhutas. From the Panchamahabhutas came the Panchatanmatras. From the Panchatanmatras came the Panchakarmendriyas. From the Panchakarmendriyas came the Panchajnanendriyas. All of this universe is filled with these multiples of five. Pancha, 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 Pancha. That's why Parvati, this universe is called as Prapancha. Because all of it is Shivamaya. This aspect he reveals to her so beautifully as an ode to that Panchakshari Mahamantram. We present to you the eternal Panchakshari Stotram, which as several of you would know, Nagendra Haraya is the first one, Mandakini Sarira Chandana is the second one. You take the first syllables of each one and you have the Panchakshari Mantram, that Upadesham that Narada gave to Parvati. Today we have the Bhagyam of receiving that.
Nagendra Haraya Trilochanaya Bhasmangaragaya Maheshwara. Nagendra Haraya Trilochanaya Bhasmangaragaya Nityaya Shudhaya Digambaraya Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya. Nityaya Shudhaya Digambaraya Tasmai Nakaraya Mandakini Salila Chandana Chachitaya Nandishwara Pramatarata Maheshwaraya Mandara Mukya Bahupushpa Supujitaya Tasmai Akaraya Shivaya Gauri Shivaya Gauri Varanabhyavruda Suryaya Dakshadvarana Shakaya Shri Nilakantaya Vishadvajaya Tasmai Shikaya